What if I told you that the most impactful advice in life is often the very advice we resist the most? Today, we'll explore 4 pieces of love advice that may challenge your initial instincts, but are crucial for cultivating meaningful relationships. They prompt us to peel back the layers and examine their deeper wisdom. The first piece of advice, which is often difficult to accept but vital in its significance, is to prioritize compatibility over chemistry. Many of us are drawn to the romantic ideal that love will spark instantly. Think back to the advice you've received over the years. Some of it has been beneficial, while other advice may have been unhelpful or even frustrating. However, the advice that stirs strong emotions within us, those pieces we initially want to dismiss, are often the ones that hold the most truth. That there will be a moment of undeniable connection when we meet the one. We've all heard those stories where someone claims to have known instantly that their partner was their soulmate, leading to a lifelong relationship. However, for every tale of immediate certainty leading to a lasting bond, there are countless other instances where that same sense of knowing results in heartache or separation. Compatibility over chemistry is an essential distinction. Chemistry is like a sparkler, bright, exciting, and captivating, but fleeting. Compatibility, on the other hand, is more like a brick. It might not seem as thrilling at first, but it forms a strong, enduring foundation. Over time, chemistry alone may fade, but a solid base of compatibility provides stability and support during the ups and downs of a relationship. This foundation is built on shared values, mutual respect, and a shared vision of life. It encompasses the ways in which you connect mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. What many people fail to realize is that compatibility can often lead to chemistry. A deep, meaningful friendship can eventually ignite into a powerful romantic connection. By prioritizing compatibility, you're setting the stage for lasting intimacy. As you build this solid foundation, chemistry may begin to grow in ways that surprise you. So, the next time you're thinking about whether you feel an initial spark, remember that chemistry might help you get started, but it's compatibility that creates something that can endure. A relationship built on shared values and a deep friendship is far more likely to weather the challenges of life and maintain its strength over time. The second piece of advice that might be hard to hear is to prioritize peace over excitement. We often seek relationships that light us up, that give us butterflies, and make us feel like we're on cloud 9. However, relationships that are based on extreme highs often come with corresponding lows. These dramatic cycles of excitement followed by conflict can become addictive, as they stimulate our brains with dopamine and adrenaline. Over time, this pattern can become unhealthy, leading to a roller coaster of emotions. While excitement can be enjoyable, it's far more important to find a relationship that offers a sense of peace. A relationship grounded in peace doesn't mean it's devoid of excitement, but it avoids the constant volatility that drama-filled relationships bring. True peace comes from knowing you can rely on your partner, from the sense of ease and comfort that comes from being with someone who values stability and mutual respect. Excitement might provide short-term thrills, but it's the calm, steady peace of a healthy relationship that will sustain you over the long haul. When choosing a partner, look for someone with whom life feels easy, where conversation flows naturally and there is a sense of trust and predictability. This piece provides the groundwork for a deeper, more fulfilling connection and ensures that the relationship isn't dependent on the emotional highs and lows that excitement-driven dynamics create. Another piece of advice that can be challenging to accept is to prioritize growth over happiness. While happiness is often viewed as the ultimate goal of a relationship, it's important to recognize that happiness is the byproduct of other factors, like growth. Human beings are wired to feel most fulfilled when we are progressing, learning, and expanding our understanding of the world and ourselves. Pursuing happiness as a primary goal often leads to dissatisfaction because it becomes a fleeting, self-centered pursuit. Instead, by focusing on growth, both personal and relational, happiness will naturally follow. When we prioritize growth in a relationship, we are committing to continual improvement and open communication. This often requires embracing challenges and working through difficult moments, but in doing so, the relationship becomes stronger. Couples who focus solely on maintaining a state of happiness often avoid conflict in an effort to preserve a sense of harmony. However, avoiding difficult conversations only leads to built-up resentment and deeper issues down the road. It's important to address conflicts when they arise, as doing so fosters growth and creates a deeper bond between partners. Rather than seeing disagreements as threats to your happiness, view them as opportunities for growth. This approach leads to a stronger, more resilient relationship where both partners feel seen, heard, and valued. The result is a connection that brings greater happiness in the long run. Finally, the last crucial piece of advice is to prioritize giving over receiving. While it's natural to desire the love, affection, and companionship that comes with being in a relationship, it's important to focus on what you can offer to your partner. True fulfillment in relationships comes from giving your time, your attention, your understanding, and your love. When both partners are focused on giving, a beautiful balance is created where both feel nurtured and supported. This doesn't mean neglecting your own needs, but it does mean shifting your focus from what you can get to what you can give. In doing so, you open yourself up to a greater capacity to receive love in return. A healthy relationship is one where both partners are willing to pour into each other's lives, creating an environment where love flows freely. Now that we've explored the 4 key pieces of advice that challenge our instincts, let's dive deeper into how these principles apply in real relationships. Relationships are complex, and they evolve over time. The excitement of the initial stages fades, and what remains is the reality of everyday life together. This is where the true test of a relationship comes into play. It's not about maintaining a constant state of passion or excitement, but about building something deeper and more meaningful. Compatibility over chemistry, a long-term perspective. We often hear that opposites attract, but when it comes to long-term success in relationships, it's compatibility that truly matters. Similar values, goals, and lifestyles create a foundation for lasting partnership. When 2 people share core beliefs and a similar approach to life, they are better equipped to navigate the inevitable challenges that arise. In the early stages of dating, chemistry can cloud our judgment. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of new love and overlook important differences in values or life goals. But as time goes on, those differences can create friction, and the initial spark may not be enough to overcome them. A strong sense of compatibility, on the other hand, grows deeper over time, providing stability and support. Imagine 2 people who both value communication and personal growth. They may not have had an immediate, electric connection when they first met, but over time, their shared values allowed them to build a relationship based on trust and understanding. This type of relationship is more likely to withstand the challenges of life because it's grounded in something solid. Peace over excitement, the comfort of stability. In a healthy relationship, peace is not the absence of passion, but the presence of stability. The adrenaline rush that comes from a whirlwind romance can be intoxicating, but it can also be exhausting. Constant ups and downs, fueled by intense emotions, can lead to burnout. Over time, this kind of relationship becomes unsustainable. Choosing peace means choosing a relationship where both partners feel safe and secure. It's about creating an environment where each person knows they are valued and loved, without the constant fear of losing that connection. Peaceful relationships are marked by calm communication, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to nurturing the bond. This doesn't mean that excitement is absent from the relationship. On the contrary, the peace that comes from stability allows for deeper, more meaningful moments of connection. When the relationship isn't constantly in a state of turmoil, partners can fully enjoy the excitement of shared experiences and adventures, knowing that they have a strong foundation to return to. Growth over happiness, a relationship that evolves. It's easy to fall into the trap of expecting happiness to be a constant in a relationship. But happiness is not static. It ebbs and flows with the seasons of life. A relationship that prioritizes growth, however, has the potential to become deeper and more fulfilling over time. Growth means that both partners are committed to becoming better versions of themselves and to helping each other along that journey. This doesn't mean that the relationship is always easy or that there won't be difficult times. In fact, Growth often requires moving through discomfort and addressing challenges head-on. But in a relationship where both partners are committed to growth, these challenges become opportunities to strengthen the bond. Think of growth as the process of building something together. Each challenge you face as a couple is like a brick that adds to the structure of your relationship. Over time, these bricks form a strong and resilient partnership, one that can withstand the tests of time. Giving over receiving, the power of selflessness. In the context of relationships, giving is not about sacrificing your own needs or losing yourself in the process. It's about approaching the relationship with a mindset of abundance, where both partners are committed to nurturing and supporting each other. When you give love, attention, and care without the expectation of receiving something in return, it creates a dynamic of mutual support and respect. This doesn't mean that your needs aren't important. In fact, when both partners are focused on giving, each person's needs are more likely to be met. The act of giving opens up space for deeper connection, as it fosters an environment of trust and security. You know that your partner is there for you, and they know that you are there for them. When both partners adopt this mindset, the relationship becomes a source of mutual enrichment. It's no longer about what you can get from the other person, but about what you can create together. Bringing it all together, building a lasting partnership. At the heart of every strong relationship is a commitment to building something that lasts. This requires a shift in mindset, away from the fleeting excitement of infatuation and toward the deeper, more enduring qualities that make a relationship truly fulfilling. Compatibility, peace, growth, and giving are the pillars of a strong partnership, and when embraced, they allow love to flourish in a sustainable way. It's important to recognize that no relationship is perfect. There will be times when the chemistry fades, when conflicts arise, and when personal growth feels difficult. But by focusing on these deeper principles, you can navigate these challenges with grace and resilience. Ultimately, love is not just a feeling, it's a choice. It's the choice to prioritize compatibility over fleeting chemistry, to seek peace over constant excitement, to embrace growth even when it's uncomfortable, and to give selflessly without expecting something in return. When both partners commit to these principles, they create a relationship that can weather any storm and continue to thrive for years to come. As you reflect on these pieces of advice, remember that relationships are a journey. They require patience, effort, and a willingness to grow both individually and together. But with the right mindset and a commitment to these deeper values, you can build a relationship that not only brings joy and fulfillment, but also stands the test of time. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this discussion helpful or insightful, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, stay blessed, stay strong, and as always, stay irresistible.